What is going on, guys? I am back after a good little while, but it's Thanksgiving break, so that means daily videos from now on. I know it's Monday. I promised something yesterday. Well, Saturday. I promised a video on Sunday, which I couldn't really do this video Sunday because I got what I needed late and I couldn't find something that I needed at the store. But today we are fishing in my humongous pond. Nobody really requested this. I was just like, yeah, let's go fishing. Because I have a few fishing videos on my Instagram, and there are a bunch of 4-pounders in here, but as I know for now, there's still a 7-pounder in here that I call Behemoth, and she is a massive fish. She has gotten away from me 3 times already, which is crazy to think. That a fish that I've hooked 3 times has gotten away. That there is pretty good luck for the fish. So we're here to catch her. We're on the dam right now, which is where we'll be mostly fishing this video. We'll be fishing over by a birthing tree, which is on the way other side of the pond. But I thought I'd give y'all a good little video on fishing my pond. And you're also wondering, how am I going to hold the camera up? Well, I have this stick here with me that I found a while back ago and just didn't really get rid of it. I'm hoping that it will stick in the ground here. Crap. I'll let y'all know. I'll be back. Okay, that didn't take too long to figure out. Turns out we're not going to exactly be fishing on the dam exactly. I was thinking like, hey, what if we set it like right there or something, and I could be fishing like right here, and you can kind of see my back, but turns out we're gonna have it right there. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna have it right here on the bank. I can fish on the bank. We'll turn around and hey, let's see how that looks. I can balance it right. Ooh, okay. We're balanced, we're good, and yeah, let's get to fishing. So what I'm using today is a Shakespeare Tiger. This is actually a catfish rod, but my Zebco slingshot kind of broke, and I can't use it to fish right now. That's why I caught all the rest of my fish on. But what we'll be fishing with is a swim bait shad lure tied on there pretty good. I tied it, which doesn't exactly mean it's a good knot, but hopefully it'll hold. The reason we're fishing on the dam today is because right here, right in this general area, is the deepest part of the pond. It goes about 12 feet. And if you don't know your science as well as I do, and like my dad does, your fishing science, basically, fish will go deeper into deeper water when it gets colder because most of the heat is down there, which doesn't exactly make sense to you or me either, but you know. But if you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up, comment down below what you would like to see next, and subscribe if you're new. And let's do it. So here goes our first cast. We're not exactly going to have luck, most likely, because of everything. I use the shad lures a lot in this pond, and the fish are so used to them. Like, it's unreal. I'm gonna switch sides over here so you could probably see me better. Honestly, just thought I had one there. Hello. But there's a ton of algae on this pond, which kind of sucks because, kind of like right here, you can already see my lure is taking on a bit of debris well, pond debris. But there are bass in here. There are very big bass in here. And Cole has even caught catfish in here before. There's tons of bluegill. Oh crap, it's not doing that. This rod's a little battered and bruised too. I've only had it for about a year now. Well, no, not even that, probably. I have no idea how long I've had this rod. Yep, we are dragging ourselves on the algae. I can feel it. Yep, there's some more. That's probably what this video is mostly going to be today. Casting, reeling, algae action, picking up algae, cold algae. Dang, that crap is freezing. We are going to do like a... Oh, I'm in the tree. Dadgummit. Crap. Okay, I've now been caught in a tree. I will be back. Woo, I almost knocked down the phone there. There we go. Okay, so, got the lure out the tree. I usually have bad luck with that, so I pulled it pretty tight for a second. So I must have tied a pretty good knot, but let's get back to fishing. Also, give us a like if, you want to see more videos with this pond. Last time we did a video, I caught a baby snapping turtle, which doesn't exactly make sense because, it's winter. Shouldn't really be any. We are going to move around a good little bit. Kind of change our positioning, get a better shot at getting a bass, because I never hang out here. I think only one of us, well, me and Dad have each caught only one fish in this area. I've caught a chunk, which if you go to my Instagram page at Robbie Daniel Woods, you can see where I'm holding a big bass in front of a carport, and the caption says "Good gracious." That's the biggest one I caught, right on a hump right there. I'll show y'all when we walk past it. And Dad caught a saggy belly bass. He caught a sag. Yeah, we dragged up against the ground. Please don't do that. I hate it when the sun does that. Because it's only got... We've used these rods for a good little while. Like, we hadn't had them that long, but we use them a lot. And it's kind of like losing the line every once in a while because Cole just uses them for crap and crap and crap and crap a lot. There we go. That's a good cast. I don't want it to sink too far because the algae grows on sticks here. And it is tall as crap. Also, leave a like if you want to see more fishing videos to where I will eventually catch Behemoth because, well, that's her name. If I didn't mention it earlier. Oh crap, that was a bad cast. See, I didn't want to do this video today, but you know, it was the only thing I had in mind. I was going to be like, yeah, I'm going to be so embarrassing on casts and all that. Well, there you go. Right out there. You just got to get this thing a little oomph. Also, a little contest for the comments, or for all you watching this video. What is your biggest bass you have ever caught? There you go. That's a good contest. What is the biggest bass you have ever caught? And whoever wins this contest, you may be featured in the next video. Also, Christmas nearby. I don't have any merch yet. I probably won't for a while. Not until I get 100K subs. Or even 1K subs. I don't even know if I'll get it that far. It's like having to tell everybody, hey, I got a YouTube channel, you better subscribe. Which I'm not going to do that because I'm not selfish. Whee! But, yeah, since Christmas is on the way, I decided to ask for a good little amount of YouTube things. Like a camera, probably 2 GoPros, maybe 3, just in case Gracie wants to come in, or we have a special guest, you never know. Tripod, I feel like I have a fish. I don't, it's just a ton of algae, once again. The tripod, just a ton of things to get on the grind, like, to make good, really good videos for you guys, because of course I'm early and it takes a while, because like when YouTube came out, kind of like nobody really had any idea what to do. Like they just use their phones and then upload it on YouTube, kind of like what I'm doing. That's kind of like how all master YouTube stars kind of started, I'm guessing. That's how Unspeakable started. I know that for a fact. God, we dragged up against the ground. There's something in the woods. Is that a dang deer? There's something in the woods behind me. Okay, stop. Okay. Okay, so we went out a little bit. But yeah, I decided to ask for a good amount of things on YouTube. Cole asked for an Xbox, which honestly don't think he'll get one. Oh, I think we got one. Did we? Nah. We're dragging something heavy. Oh my goodness, look at this. I thought that was a fish. It felt like a fish at first. I was like, what? Get off me. Out in the distance, you can just hear the colliding of water and my lure. Also, finally, our water heater got installed today, so that's awesome. We finally got hot water after 2 or 3 days of finally getting back in the house. Yeah, that's tiny algae. Look at this. I told Cole we should make something called an algae vacuum for your pond. Kind of like a pool filter. Like, you know those pool filters that have like wheels on them? Yeah, I told Cole like we should make one of those, and it will vacuum up all the algae in your pond. But that wouldn't be good because the tadpoles wouldn't have anything to eat, and you wouldn't have any frogs, and the bass wouldn't have anything to eat, nothing but minnows. But minnows eat algae as well. So you kind of destroy the whole ecosystem if you take away algae. I'm trying to make this thing like move fast, but like shy of this proportional size of 2 to 3 inches do not exist in this pond. Lake Hartwell maybe, that's probably why it was more effective, but not here, not in this pond. Like the 2 inches were more effective in this pond. I don't know why, I don't know how, but they were. Dad also told me that a worm would work, so maybe in the next fishing video, if you guys leave a like, I'll use a worm and we'll probably catch some. So, anyways, that'd be cool. I'm gonna go fish a little bit more right here and then we'll move to the next spot. So, I will see y'all there. Alright, so after that last cast, Ace on camera, I decided, alright, let's go ahead and head over to the other side of the pond where a bunch of baby bass are. And where there are baby bass, there's got to be adult bass, right? That's what I'm thinking, right? Because 2 days ago, me and Cole were out here playing football, and we saw a ton of bass just chowing down on a giant bait ball. Like, yes, there are actually bait balls in this pond, but they decide to hang around. a freaking log. So we're gonna head over to the birthing tree. You also might be wondering, why in the world do I call it the birthing tree? Oh, I don't know. Probably because that's where all the babies hatch and the mamas nest them. That's mostly where they nest them, because it's almost literally, well, actually it is literally the only tree that is under the water. And there is where we found the baby snapping turtle in the last pond video, and I see a bunch of minnows. Wow, the sun's in my eyes. I look so angry. Ah! So, let's see. There's the birthing tree, if you can see it on camera. I definitely can't because the sun is being horrible today. Let's go ahead and hop down here on the bank. That's the birthing tree. I still can't see it on camera, even if you can. So, I'm gonna set up my stick and we're gonna start fishing here. Sweet, hey, we're good. So, you can actually get a good little view of the house. Still can't tell where I live unless you come down the road and just coincidentally recognize this place. But, I might angle the stick in a second towards the birthing tree. But, let's get to fishing. Let's see what we can catch. I'm hoping that the bass haven't died out, or at least found the leak hole that goes to the reservoir down the road. But, yeah. Why did I just feel like I had fish? Literally. That was a frog. Ah, there we go. Look at this. This is what is in this pond. Not just fish. Not just fish and turtles and frogs, but a crud load of algae. I think if you, this is kind of a little demonic, but if you stuffed all this algae into people, like you'd probably have 500 people filled with algae in this pond. There's that much algae. Last summer, this whole pond dried up, and I was looking for tadpoles and puddles so I could put them in a bucket and at least put them in a larger piece of water. And before I got leeches on my hands, which I'm fine, I didn't get an infection from yanking them off or anything, but you know, it was a little bit over there, but I had scooped out at least 20 pounds, or not even that, about 5 pounds of algae every 2 handfuls. Like, actually, like, I would scoop it out like this and it'd be about that big. And that's just insane to me. I did that like 30 times just looking for tadpoles. I was young and weird once too, but now I am a little bit wiser and decide not to go swimming in here anymore. Oh my goodness, shut up. I'm trying to record a video. Freaking neighbor's dogs. Like, literally, he breeds full-bred pit bulls, like English pit bulls. Ooh, I scared some bass. I just scared bass. Oh my goodness. Like, it hit the water and like fish moved. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of angle it to towards the birthing tree now. So, woo! No. Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Okay, I can't even tell because of the sun. Okay, yeah, we're at a pretty good angle. I'm using my arm to like block the sun, but right there, where my finger is, that is the birthing tree for all the bass in this pond. That's where the babies hatch. That's where they kind of eat the bait ball that lives on a log around there somewhere. They just eat it and then they get big and then move out, eat tadpoles and crap. So, yeah. But the sun's gonna be in y'all's way for a little bit. But you can at least see where I cast now. Alright, so we're a little bit in front of it. Can we get a bite? I'm gonna kind of get in front of the sun for the camera. Okay, that didn't help at all. I've literally got so much algae right now, I think. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, I got some algae. I don't know why I threw out there. Oh my goodness, to scare another fish. Hey buddy, I'm just a shad in a lonely world. Yeah. Ton and ton of algae. Tons of it. It's like not even funny how much algae is in here. Actually. Good lord. Oh! Whatever that was, it just saved me. Thank you. You got most of it off now, all of it though. Gonna keep on tripping. Oh! Oh! Something just hit me. Something literally just tapped me. I'm not joking with you guys. Something literally just tapped my lure. I felt it move too, like, you know how like a fish moves its tail like that? It like started moving quicker. It was like this when I hit it, and then it started doing that. Like, it started moving faster. So I think I'm in the right place. There we go. Love you. That's my grandma. I like to call her Nana. She's leaving. Where's that fish at? Oh, what a throw. I'm ready for that satisfaction of a big bite, like actually. The mud's kind of slippery in this position. In this area. I ain't gonna lie. Telling y'all, one of these times I'm gonna think I've got algae, but then it's gonna start fighting. There we go. Good distance. Throw right in front of the nest. Hopefully y'all can see a little bit better. Because the sun is absolutely brutal in my eyes. But I'm doing it all for your entertainment. Of seeing me fail at fishing. There you go. Whoa, did I literally just have one? Did I have one? No, I didn't. We're gonna throw it right there again, man. Will you shut up, mailman? I'm recording a video. Leave me alone. God dang it. Also, if you want to hear a cool story of how I got here, that right there, if you can see that little white line, that is a bite mark on my finger where I cannot feel. I'll try. Where I cannot feel this part of my finger right here, where my thumb is. I cannot feel it. And here's the story behind that. Me and Cole were being goofballs when it was like fall, I think, and the pond was dry. And we had if you know what a muskrat is, and I don't know who you are because barely anybody knew who that was at the hospital. But we were being goofballs, and I decided to stick my hand in one of their burrows, and it bit me. And yeah, I could see the bone on my finger. But yeah, I can't feel my finger. Well, part of my finger. I can feel the rest of it. I swear, there's gonna be like a big one right here. We've got one more spot before we end off this video that I'm going to try. We call it the pit. It is about a 7-foot deep area. 7 to 6 feet. And I think it might be a really good area because of a metal rod me and Cole left there just hand fishing. Or hand casting, whatever. I honestly thought it was one. It didn't feel like algae. Huh. And maybe there might be 2 videos out today. I don't think there will. I don't know if I can multi-upload something yet, so this will be our last cast before we move on to the pit. And you might be wondering why we have all these funky names for these places. Well, because we call that the deep end, right, where we were the first time, because it's the deep end of the pond. We call this area the birthing tree because of obvious reasons. And then we have the pit because it literally is like a crater where it is. It's literally like, this whole pond, it's like a little drop off, but then when you get to the bottom of it, which is about right here to me, and when you get to the deep end, it kind of just, but when you get to the pit, it's like straight up just goes there. So we're going to walk to the pit, which is right over there, and I'll see y'all there. Hold up, actually, before we head to the pit, I want to try something. So hopefully you don't fall. Please don't fall. I don't need you to. But we're going to cast right in front of the birthing tree. We're probably going to scare something away, but maybe we can get a bite. That's perfect. That's literally right where I wanted it. Okay, nothing. Heading to the pit. Okay, y'all see all that ripple? That is a bait ball. The bait ball that feeds all the bass at the birth tree. That is a ton of minnows. If I had a bait net, I'd throw it right in there and catch something. Dad said live bait would work most of this time. That's probably why I ain't getting any bites, because it's just realistically too big for this pond of shad. Sure, I could probably stock this pond with shad and shiners and all the good stuff, but the bass would have to adapt to that kind of stuff, and I'd probably have to get like a few tamed bass to where like they know like, hey, this is food, well, y'all can eat this too, so that the wild bass will be like, oh, okay. So if I go and buy more shiners and stuff, I can literally just hook it in its tail, and maybe even the wild bass will catch it, and like they'll be at least 10 pounds. Because this pond is pretty big. It looks like a freaking frying pot or something. Like, it looks like a boiling pot, but it is able to hold 10 pounders. If it's able to hold a bunch of 3 and 4 pounders with 1.7, I think it'll be able to hold a bunch of 10 pounders. But also, if you look real closely, that is the metal rod me and Cole left out there. So we're gonna be kind of throwing towards that. I'm gonna set the stick up, and we'll give it a few casts, and we'll have to wrap it up if we don't catch anything. Woo! Okay, so if you don't recognize this area a little bit, which you probably shouldn't because all you see is just water, this is actually where, if you go to my Instagram channel, at Robbie Danny Woods, you kind of see a few bass posts for this pond. I actually caught 3? Yeah. 2 3 pounders, 2 3 or 4 pounders. One was over there a little bit, you can't really see, but one was actually right here. She was kind of like over, kind of like that way a little bit, but that's where like I caught her. I actually let her go right here, so, which was pretty cool. It was during the summer of this year, actually. Me and Dad had a bass fishing competition. I did not catch her on that day, but that was when I caught that lunker. Like, actually, he was that big around. But let's get to fishing. We're going to try and cast out towards the rod a little bit, see if there's any kind of attention around it. Because, if anything, fish like things that kind of stand out. Like, I was on a boat ride one time, and you know, like those poles that stick out in Lake Carvel? Those are fish attractors, which don't actually hold bait, but they attract fish. What is this? Is it an acorn or something? Yeah, it's okay. I don't know what I'm doing. But this just looked really odd compared to that, and the water goes. And they don't actually hold bait, but they attract fish. So I'm hoping like the same thing goes for this rod. And you might be wondering why it's sticking out of the water, because the pond is draining again. Hey, look, my dad's home.